Hello everyone, this is Allison Gross, and welcome back to Let's Play Ultima 1. Or 9. God! So last time we just finished reading this stupid book, and we read about weapons and armor in a general sense. So now we're going to read about weapons and armor stores in our manual. This is a little long, so please, bear with me on this, but... Armaments. That guy looks really overly happy about selling armor. He must really jack up his prices. Or maybe he's just there to counteract the ill effects of this scowly guy over here. And what the hell is going on back there? It's like a young boy or a woman having an unfortunate experience. Oh, I guess they're working the bellows, but that looks weird. Anyway. No matter his skill in weaponry, an experienced knight does not journey without suitable protection for his body. Whereas a slip or freakish bit of luck could ruin the day of an unprotected knight, a fighter cloaked in armor may live to continue the fight, yet he has a giant metal cloak. In selecting a coat of armament, What the hell is this writer on? Consider its application to your body. It should fit you properly. Adventure, by definition, hides the answer. The answer to what? But it must be considered nonetheless. Please be more obtuse. It is so entertaining. Of more pressing concerns are costs and protection. I thought protection was the whole point of... Do not be hasty in your decisions. The smiths and tailors of Britannia know the importance of these things and can assist in selection of a proper helm or shield, weapons permitting. This guy is very happy to assist you. He is the used car salesman of armor. Please trust him and step into his shop. In his travels, a warrior may find mixtures of armaments. I really am pretty sure that armaments does not refer to armor, but actually refers to weapons. Used together, a leather helm and a mail breastplate provide better protection than the individual components. Yeah, if I wear something on my chest and something on my head, I would be better protected than if I just had something on my head, or if I had something on my chest and nothing on my head. Elements of armor. To his person, a warrior will fix a chest piece and perhaps a helm. Sounds like he's like bolting it onto himself or something. I don't really want my armor fixed onto me. He can add protection by acquiring gauntlets, armbands, leggings, and armored boots. Yeah, armbands are really going to provide a lot of protection because this game stupidly has sleeves separate from breastplates, which I guess makes sense in some types of armor, but if you have a chainmail shirt, you don't have a chainmail tank top and then separate chainmail sleeves. So it's really unrealistic. Leggings and armored boots. To some, these sundry armors suggest a warrior unskilled in his art. Yeah, because he can't figure out that chainmail sleeves should be attached to the rest of the shirt. Yet caution is the better part of valor, and a valorous death is still a death. But you still lose points in Ultima 4 if you retreat to keep yourself from dying. Other forms of armor. A warrior searches for new and better protection, like things with sleeves attached to it, as if by instinct. Where invention flowers, forms of armament that defy the conventions, like disattached sleeves, can be found. Armorers continue to uncover protective properties in the treated bone and skin of nature's exotic creatures. These are combined with new materials forged in Britannia's smithies. Among a warrior's findings will be forms treated with magical blessings. Arms. This guy doesn't... He looks super trustworthy there with that goatee and that eye patch and that smirk. And then we've got this, oiled bald guy in the back with the hammer. He's probably out to come out and break kneecaps if this guy doesn't sell things properly. And then this guy who's lurking under the curtain and is like, has a bad fitting apron and his face is completely covered with hair. This is not inspiring any confidence in this armor store for me at all. The choice of weapons is the most important decision of a warrior. In so choosing, he must examine with honesty his native abilities. He must test the weapon's heft against the sap in his limbs. He must project himself into situations by using a catapult. How will this weapon prevail in tight quarters? How will it fare against multiple enemies, like these 3 guys from the weapons shop who are about to attack him for not buying enough? A fighter can choose from 5 kinds of arms: hand-to-hand swords and axes, two-handed weapons, staves and spears, and bows of various sort. While an individual can tote multiple weapons and should do so, strength providing, the greatest warrior favors one weapon. A single blow, let it be said, can finish the discussion. That's what these guys are hoping for. In your travels, you may venture across weapons of magic power. When you arm yourself with your finds, it will tell you its secret properties and your ability to draw them forth. So the weapon is going to talk to me? As time and circumstances permit, devote oneself to a newly chosen weapon as if it were a newborn child. But I thought we were supposed to favor one weapon and stick with it. Yes. Light weapons. For a man who relies on quickness for survival, the weapons herein provide effective defense and thrusting power to ensure he will survive. We also have two-handed weapons. When a fighter has built power in his arms, drive in his legs, and firmness in his back. Why do all these weapons descriptions sound vaguely like porn advertisements or something? He may consider acquiring a two-handed weapon. Though these weapons expose the wielder to counter-strikes, an expert of monstrous strength can reduce the number of parries to none. That continues to sound weird. Staves and pole arms. In fisticuffs, the fighter with a longer reach has a decided advantage. Likewise, in armed combat, weapons of greater length give an edge to the wearer. However, the length of weapon can impede effectiveness of an infirm fighter. Do not bear one of these weapons till it moves as if by thought in your hands. Well, how are you supposed to get good at it if you never use it? The lighter staves are suitable for neophytes, yet other weapons have better effect. Through training, a warrior can master the 4 forms of attack. But I thought you just said there were 5, and in so doing improve his distance, accuracy, and damage. To acquire a new form of attack, a warrior must bring nimble fingers, a good eye, and gold to a suitably skilled master. As a warrior gains strength, he can begin to train with the larger bows and inflict greater damage. And hopefully other larger weapons too. Alright, so essentially what we learned is that most stores have creepy shopkeepers. This we just have this lady, so I don't think that that's the case here, but one thing I also wanted to show you is that now I figured out if you hit X, you can find out. So we have avatar boots and avatar arms in here because we replaced them with this other stuff. I don't know what kind of boots we have, so we're gonna have to... No. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit F5. Apparently it does nothing. I just want to change my boots really briefly so I can see what we're actually wearing now, which would be leather boots, which are better. So we should talk about the items that we actually have right now. Our weapon, I believe, is a staff, which it says, a stout length of ironwood serves many purposes on long travel, yet among various disciplines, such a tool, if balanced properly, is an effective weapon. It can be a prober of defenses and a sweeper of legs. Elegant in its simplicity in the hands of a martial master, it is a lively marvel. Yeah. So, but it doesn't serve much purpose on an adventure other purposes if you're carrying it on your back the entire time, like this weirdo. And we have this sword that we picked up from that guy we killed. This thing over here, I believe, is a cutlass. The preferred weapon of marauding seamen, the cutlass possesses the lightness of a rapier and the power of a sword. Slightly curved at its tip, a good cutlass is balanced for slicing strokes in close quarters. A man skilled with a cutlass can use its handguard to parry blows and counter with a sharp lunge. And the reason I was telling you about the cutlass now is because we're probably going to sell it to this lady.
Welcome, Avatar. We have all manner of goods. What do you fancy?
This sounds sort of suggestive.
Show me your wares.
Especially when he says it like that. No, actually, I didn't want to actually buy any.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
I would like to sell some items.
Oh, no, this is not a cutlass. It's a scimitar. Is that listed as a separate item? I don't think it is. Let me see. Blood, sword, cutlass. No, there's no scimitar listed in here, so that's great. But we have that, plus Avatar arms and Avatar boots, and we're going to sell all of that, because we can.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
Yeah, no.
Nothing today, good lady.
Excuse me, Avatar. Should your adventures take you into the Dungeon of Despise,
Lord
could you
British
keep
told
an
us
eye
to go
out
there.
for any valuable equipment that might be lying about? I sold most of my best inventory to a group who went to Despise and never returned. I would, of course, pay a fair price for anything you find.
Right. Okay, that's fine. What's out this door? Wait, open the door. Oh, this just goes out onto the road. And on the other side there's that guy who had... the guy, working at his anvil that just randomly told... we were like, oh hey, can you help me? Or can you make black rock?
Please, sir. I must have 10 gold pieces to pay my taxes. If I cannot pay, I will be sent away to Paws. Please help me.
What taxes do you have to pay?
It's the charity donation, really. But they're still taxes.
Okay.
Everyone is required to give 10 gold to charity every week. If you can't, then you are too poor and a drain on the economy, so you are sent to Paws.
Okay, this is really messed up because so if you can't pay the donation to help the poor, you get sent to the poorhouse, essentially. Poorhouse being a rotting swamp in this case. That means that there's then more poor people that they have to finance, so they're increasing their own problem. But I have to give him money, or
Here's 10 gold.
be pissed off.
Spend it wisely.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I just did something virtuous, and that's why it made that money. So it made that noise. But I'm gonna try to avoid talking to him in the future because, like, he doesn't spend it wisely. Every single time you see him, he asks you for 10 gold pieces. So. And this is that's the tavern over there. I'm not sure what this is. But I should tell you about our armor. So we, as we figured out, have... oh, this is the archery shop. Leather arms and... stupid disattached leather arms. And leather boots because we picked those up. But everything else we have is still Avatar. Why there's armor named after the Avatar, I don't know. But Avatar is a finely woven steel cloth. The armor of the Avatar provides meager protection against piercing weapons. And what are you standing on something? Yeah, you're standing on a box too. What's your deal? When the chance is presented, this shirt should be replaced by armor that affords superior protection against spellcasting and stormy weather. I thought you said it was bad against piercing weapons. It should also be replaced by armor that actually has sleeves. Except this is even stupider because if you look at his leather arms, which are not attached to his chest, obviously, they only come down to the elbow, and then he has these freaking chainmail sleeves and gloves underneath that. Can I read this book? Fighting with a bow can be difficult at first, but the art of... I don't want to read that. There's an Ultima 4 poster in there. Here's some bows that are conveniently in glass cases so we can't jack them. There's some quill pens. I don't really want to waste time jacking that. It is locked, so that's too bad.
I am Leon, the bowyer. I sell bows and arrows. I have a range out back if you'd like to practice, or I can offer you a bit of training. Of course, if you don't need to practice, I can just show you my list of goods for sale.
I'm in need of training. What's your price for that?
Need some training, eh? Well, for only
Oh my
300
God.
gold, I can teach you a smart triple shot skill that is quite handy. How's that sound?
No, thank you.
Well, be sure to let me know if you change your mind.
I must be going.
Farewell, my friend.
I don't actually even own a bow right now. How much gold do I have? Is it 159 or 759? I don't know. But maybe you'll have some gold up here that I can take. Now this gallery goes somewhere. Where's this? Somebody's upstairs. I guess I can't read those books. Not much in here. What's in the cupboard? Do you have any money in the cupboard? No! No you do not. That is unfortunate. Why are there bunk beds right next to the stairs? It's like, oops, I rolled out of bed. Oh, I fell all the way down to the first floor. It doesn't seem very smart. Oh, we're back in the weapons shop. Oops. Okay, well let me go this way so I don't have to go past that guy that's going to ask me for money. And what is this building? I think maybe this is the tavern? I'm not sure. I don't think I've been in this building. This is the... oh no, this is the adventuring goods where the guy stands on his thing. That's the jewelers. I've been there. Hello, lady.
Look at what you just did! Did you not see that pile of dirt? You just kicked and spread it all over.
You were nice to me last time I talked to you. You thought the mayor was awesome.
How inspiring.
Oh yeah.
Isn't the mayor a wise and good
And you're
man? I'm
suddenly
telling
not
you,
caring about...
he's one of the decent people in this city.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Why is the mayor wise
Did I
and
already ask
goodly?
you this?
You're obviously not from around here, are you? The mayor saved the city by getting rid of all the freeloaders and the invalids.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh, yes.
Are you
Goodbye.
supposed to be
Nice meeting you.
absent-minded or something?
How
No! I don't want to talk to you!
I'm telling...
Go away.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye. I mean it. Yeah. I think this is the cathedral over here. Leather. Comfortable in most weather, a good suit of leather armor is boiled to harden it and sealed with paraffin to withstand the elements. A leather jerkin protects a warrior better than the steel cloth of the Avatar. Leatherware can be purchased at most shops by those on a modest budget. Yes. Oh no, this looks like the tavern. Okay. Bullets. That last patron snuck off without paying. He had poor sod written all over him. I suppose he was just trying to forget his troubles before being carted off to pause. Good riddance, I say. This town is a much nicer place since the mayor decreed the week, blah blah blah. They're always drunk and they never tip. But now we have no bread since the miller had a little tangle with the millstone and got shipped off to pause. Yeah, your frame rate is being bad.
Hello, friend. Name's Angus. How can I help you?
I couldn't help but overhear you talking. Does Lord British know about your problems?
He stays out of our affairs. The mayor takes care of things.
Does he now?
Are you familiar with the mayor?
Fine chap. Enlightened man. Full of insight. Sending the poor to pause was his idea.
Right.
Pause.
Aye, Pause, the little village to the
You
west
know
of
about
town.
Pause, Avatar. You're an
If you're
idiot.
traveling that way, watch for bandits. I hear they're camping out in those
Why? The city is full of poor people. Who are they going to rob?
Do you know anything of the
Why
ruins
would
of
he?
virtue?
I've never seen them or anything, but I know they were stolen some years back. Everybody in town who ever gotten within 10 feet of Alina knows that.
Okay, so you never went to see them at the museum? You're obviously not very devout.
Who is Alina?
She's a curator of the museum. Ask her about the ruins, and she'll tell you more than you ever
Yeah,
wanted
we
to know.
already did that.
Yeah, and she'll also tell you how the world has become evil and corrupt because the ruins are
Yes.
lost.
Okay.
I must be on my
So
way.
you don't have anything
Farewell.
particularly useful
See
to
you around,
say.
Avatar.
So let's talk to you.
Look, I'm busy here, all right? What do you want? And make it
Well,
quick.
you're pleasant.
I haven't got all day.
What is your name, my lady?
My name's Dara, and I'm not your
Yeah,
maid.
you tell him.
Do you know anything about
Why
the
are
Shrine
you
of
asking random
Compassion?
people this?
Do I look like Sarah to you?
Why are you so unpleasant?
Because of annoying people who ask too many questions.
Yeah. Oh no, I
Do you know
asked you
anything
that.
about the Shrine of...
Do I look like...
Can you tell me anything about the columns?
I know that they're big. Do you have any other brilliant questions?
No, he's the Avatar. Like, he
Goodbye.
asks stupid questions all the time. How about you, dude in the pirate outfit? What do you have to say?
A man can never have too many.
Okay, that's very true.
A man
Okay.
can never have.
Apparently, you are drunk. And this goes... Where does this go? Okay, this is on the side. And that is the weapon shop over there. So we came from here. That's the jewelry store. That's the museum. Now what is this building over here? Well, I guess this is attached to you. Go on. Yeah, that's right. Oh hey, is there anything inside this crate? Let's bust this crate. Come on, bust the crate. Nothing there. Oh look, the crate's empty. That's awful. Nothing in there. Maybe the word got out that people's valuables were disappearing. Oh, this is a storeroom. I should raid this at some point, but I really don't want to right now. Because I just found the cathedral and I want to go in there. Stop stalling, dude. Here's the cathedral over here. I'm not sure what this is. Hello. I don't know, lady. What's your deal?
Greetings, sir. Please forgive my outburst, but so much tragedy has befallen my family. Our son has gone away, and we haven't heard from him. Now the rest of us are in desperate need of serpent wine, but there is none
So you're
available.
drug addicts.
What are we going to do? I fear that we're all doomed.
I'm sorry that there is nothing that I can do for you right now, but I will see if I can find some serpent wine.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're not even gonna ask, like, why she needs it? That's kind of questionable, you know. Because if you haven't played Ultima before, Serpent Wine is like a drug. Actually, we have a glossary in the back of our book. And, we have a glossary in the back of both books. Serpent Wine, a rare healing potion concocted from the venom of the silver serpent. Serpent Wine must be distilled in aging casks of the Cathedral of Love, else it is poisoned. Well, when consumed, a potion of Serpent Wine restores full health and mana. Well, actually, okay, so that's right. Serpent Wine is actually a healing potion, but Serpent Venom is a drug. So here's this, like, rainbow thing coming down here. What does this book have to say? The quest of the Avatar and the days long past the Council of Wizards erected shrines to the 8 virtues that people throughout the land might meditate upon them. It was through studying the 8 virtues and the 3 underlying principles the great hero who had defeated the Triad of Evil started down the path that led to Avatarhood. For verily it is known that the 3 principles are truth, love, and courage, and that from truth arises honesty, and from love arises compassion, and from courage arises valor, and the truth commingled with love gives rise to justice, and love commingled with courage gives rise to sacrifice, and courage commingled with truth gives rise to honor, and truth, love, and courage all united create spirituality, and the absence of all 3 principles leads to the vice of pride, which leads us to think on the virtue that is its opposite, that of humility. And on the quest to become the embodiment of the 8 virtues, the Avatar retrieved the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom and discovered that the one underlying concept leads to the 3 principles which lead to the 8 virtues. Infinity. Ponder this well, O Seeker. Yes, that is what we had to figure out in Ultima 4. Hello, sir.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Love. I am Brother Amaranth. How may I help you?
What do you do here, Brother Amaranth?
I oversee the daily operations
like
here
cleaning
at
up that rat?
I've not seen this place before. Is it new?
No, it is not terribly new. We established the cathedral shortly after Empeth Abbey was destroyed. Britain, being the city of compassion, was the logical place. As you can see, Britain has been prospering. We are fortunate that we have seen the errors of our ways. We have seen that by extending hospitality to the poor, sick, and wretched, we were committing a grievous wrong to the community as a whole.
You've taken to sending the poor and the sick
Dude, we
out
got
of the city?
Yes, but you must understand that we tried for many years to house all of the sick here in the city, and it simply didn't work. Under the mayor's policy, we removed the sick people to Paws and send them such helpful items as food, clothes,
But Paws is in a freaking
medicine.
swamp now.
That way, the city thrives and the sick receive care. It's an ingenious plan.
Empeth Abbey was destroyed?
Yes, after the columns appeared, the 3 great shrines to truth, love, and courage, the Lyceum, Empeth Abbey, and Serpent's Hold, were all destroyed. Tragically, our most beloved icon, the Candle of Love, was lost when the Abbey was destroyed.
Oh,
what
you've
is the
used it
Candle of
before.
Love?
It was the very embodiment of love on Britannia. The candle held within it the very essence of love. As I said, it was our most important artifact.
Where might I find the ruins of Empeth Abbey?
They are located in the Serpent Spine Mountains.
Then you must have moved the Abbey again before it was destroyed, because it didn't used to be there.
It is very dangerous there. You must be well prepared before entering the mountains.
Yes, and we will put tough
Goodbye,
monsters
brother.
there to make sure that if you enter the... if you enter without being prepared, that you will die horribly. But, we have again used up all of our time. So therefore, we should save. And see you next time. Bye!